Lexi! Lexi, where are you?
Hey, I'm over here. What's all the yelling? Are you okay?
Do you remember anything about A Wrinkle in Time?
I remember something about lettuce. Oh, and Oprah. She was huge, like literally a giant.
Is that all you remember?
Yeah, is something wrong?
So you don't remember anything about mass killer, multiple stabbings, lots of blood?
No. I think I remember something like that.
Also, when did you change clothes?
Like 8 times. Where have you been?
When did I change clothes?
That one I don't know. So, do you want to go ahead and review Love, Simon and figure out the rest of this later?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Sweet. Okay.
Well, in Love, Simon, Simon Spear keeps a huge secret from his family, his friends, and all of his classmates. He's gay. When that secret is threatened, Simon must face everyone and come to terms with his identity. So, I finally got to catch it last night, because I've been busy.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot.
It was pretty good. It was kind of... Have you ever watched The Perks of Being a Wallflower?
Yeah.
It was like that, the whole teenage come to terms of who I am, identity, making friends, a little group along the way.
Yeah.
But a little bit less depressing and a lot more gay because, you know, well, the main character in the other movie isn't.
It was really interesting, too, because I didn't realize that Greg Berlanti directed it. And if you watch any CW DC shows, you know who he is. He's the guy that runs all of those shows. Mm-hmm. And he's really good at getting like the teen drama in a right level where it's a little bit realistic but also not too boring.
Yeah, to where everything's kind of the end of the world for teenagers, but it's also not as bad as people make it out to seem.
Yeah.
Or they make it out to seem. It didn't like be over dramatic with it as some place like shows do.
Yeah, and so I think he hit it just right. I think the acting was phenomenal, like across the board.
Oh yeah.
Bram, the actor who plays Bram, was really good. Like I like him. He's on The Flash also. So.
Yeah.
Another probably because of the Greg Berlanti thing. Greg was probably like, "Hey, I like what you do on The Flash. Be in my movie."
And then. I can't remember who it was, but she played in 13 Reasons Why.
Yep.
She did great in that.
Yeah, there was another actor from that, Cal, mm-hmm. the other classmate, and then there's the girl Alexandra Shipp from X-Men.
Yeah.
And she, as Abby, she was great. Like everybody was just great.
Like Abby's character, that was probably my favorite.
Yeah, Abby is probably a good favorite. Poor Martin.
I feel like
he tried way too hard.
He had it coming though, because people that are like that,
yeah,
shut up.
He was he was basically the Fedora type.
Yeah, he deserved it. Not to be mean, but
yeah. But at least by the end of it, he came around and realized, yeah, I was a horrible person.
Oh yeah, and then the plot twist of.
Yeah.
The person being who it was, I saw that coming.
Yeah, like honestly,
kind of predictable.
Honestly, the movie tries to play up the mystery of who is the other person that he's emailing, and you kind of figure it out within the first 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Like.
I mean.
They play towards that person, and you're like, oh yeah, it's definitely them. And then they try to play away from that person, and you're like, no, it's still them.
Because you know, like what happened.
Yeah, I mean that's something that happens all the time in real life.
So as soon as I saw that, I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, it's him.
Yeah, but yeah, overall I thought it was good. I actually looked up some stuff about the actors behind the scenes, and it turns out the actor who plays Simon, he's straight in real life.
Oh yeah. And
because he brought it up on the Ellen DeGeneres show. But he also talked about how during filming that, his younger brother actually came out to him.
Oh, wow.
And that was like, oh, wow, that's really amazing. Like,
yeah. What's crazy is before I saw this, I saw Call Me By Your Name.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that's a love story between two men.
Yeah.
And that was interesting.
It's a very different route.
They didn't even, hint at the fact that they just were. Like, it just happened.
Yeah.
And that was a beautiful movie. I loved it. And it was great to see how this is portrayed on film then and then the other movie.
Yeah.
How they portrayed it.
I think it's nice that everybody is getting screen time now. Like, it used to be, oh, it's just guys and girls as your romantic comedy. But now we're getting a little bit more of everything.
Or, you know, his character was just the gay best friend, which is basically what he is in Riverdale. Like, they don't have their own actual storyline or anything.
And if they do, it's that they're gay.
Yeah. It's a comic relief half the time, so that's pretty cool to look at.
So, overall, I recommend it if you're very open-minded and, you know, just take a seat and have some fun. It's funny. It's got really good funny moments.
Yeah.
It's also got pretty cringy moments, but
it's a teenager movie, so it's going to be pretty cringy for a good bit of it. And there's going to be the scenes that are funny, but they don't even mean for it to be funny.
Like with Martin and the Doves. That was pretty cringy.
I'm going to throw up. But, yeah, it's a good movie. If you like it, it's something to look into. A lot of people, there was a lot of promotion about it too. So.
Yeah, they really pushed for it, and I think it was worth pushing for.
Oh yeah. Next time, we'll be discussing A Quiet Place. A Quiet Place follows a family who must live life in silence while hiding from creatures that hunt exclusively by sound.
So this is one I'm very excited to see.
Yeah, I made us change it.
Yeah, you made us change it. You made us change it. We were going to watch something else, but I mean, I wanted to see this either way, so it kind of works out.
John Krasinski, Emily Blunt.
Yep.
John has a beard. He's just.
But from what I've heard, it's really good. I've heard that it really shows how Krasinski has grown.
Oh yeah.
Because he's not only in it, he directed it and wrote it. So
that's crazy because I read that he's been working on projects and doing it for the past 10 years.
Yeah, like this isn't the first time he's written, because he wrote that one project with Matt Damon one time. I can't remember what it was called off the top of my head, but he wrote with Matt Damon once. But this is his first time directing, so
that's pretty good.
He's really showing he's a man of many talents, and then of course he's acting alongside his real wife. That must have been crazy. I followed his Instagram. He's like, why did we think we could get stuff done working together when we're married? And it was just cute because I kind of stalked his Instagram and stuff when I heard about the movie coming out, and I was looking up on it every single trailer and stuff. So I'm super pumped. Yeah, and I think it's gonna be interesting. I guess I won't be able to bring popcorn in this one because I've heard of people that complain just from people eating at this one because it's so quiet. Yeah, because
I mean that makes the entire film is the absence of sound.
Yeah, because the only real sound that's coming from it is your natural sound and music. Most of the time they're talking in sign language. I heard there's a couple scenes where they actually talk, but that's about it. Oh yeah. And then I know they put sand on the ground. You literally can't. You have to be careful walking, and that's insane because I stump when I walk, and I would be dead in 0.5 seconds. Now, how quick? Before we see the movie, let's take a guess of how quickly we would die in this universe. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how quickly? Before we see the movie, we'll come back to this after seeing the movie, and what we think after. But what do you think before seeing it? How long do you think you'll last? I think I would last a good minute because I would completely forget something would happen and I would be like, oh darn, or I would sneeze, or I would just laugh at something on my phone and I would be dead. Yeah, I don't think I'd last too much longer afterwards because I need to talk to people. I don't like to talk to people, so I'd be okay. I would just trip and end up saying something and get killed by a monster. Yeah. So maybe my tongue. Yeah, probably within on a scale of 1 to 10, my survivability is a 3 in this universe. See, it's just me at home. I'm an only child, comfortable with silence. If I have headphones, I'm good. I would just die for something stupid. The one thing I'm thinking of though, why not just have a soundproof building to live in? Just get a soundproof building. And Caleb has already discovered a plot hole, but yeah. And I'm excited to see it. Actually, yeah. Well, maybe they'll explain it in the movie. Maybe, yeah. Ow! What the? A paper airplane? Where could this have come from? I think there's something writing on it, a message or something. This is some of the worst handwriting I've ever seen. Let me see it.
Meet me at the bench at noon. Bring Kix cereal. Do not be late. Come alone. And it's signed with like a paw print. That's weird.
Hey, is that Kix? I love this stuff. Kid tested. Mother approved.
I'm waiting for someone.
You were waiting on someone to show up. I know. I wrote the letter.
Well, your handwriting is terrible.
Hey! If the only thing you got out of my note is that I have poor handwriting, then you missed the point of it entirely. See, I know something. Something very important. Puts a lot of people in great danger, you and me both. Can't tell you much more than that. Here. Everything you need to know is on that flash drive. Just remember one thing. Follow the worms. Follow the worms. Find the rope.
So what happened? What's this?
I don't know. Some guy gave it to me.
Well, okay. I guess we'll figure that out later. Well, that's all the time we have this week. Thanks for watching us on Movies on Jack. Don't forget to like and subscribe to us on YouTube. And if you live on the dorms on campus, you can watch us on channel 61.1.